one. And there'll be just a little bit of delay between your and my come on.
Okay, I see it.
Okay, see us. So you're going to hear an echo real quick. I'm just going to check the audio. Come on.
Okay,
Yes.
I see it.
Yep, it's working excellent. Now down on the bottom, there's a little chat window that people can chat into. You see it? And I'm going to light a ciggy. Ain't no shame in my game. I'm just the normal person.
Oh, that's awesome. That's great technology.
And see, what we can do also is the YouTube videos that you have, I can screen cap those, and you see where the TVs are moving and stuff.
Yeah,
We can put those there.
sounds good.
So
Are
if
we
anybody's
live now?
watching out there, we are testing today. We have Siraj Davis from Jordan that's going to be speaking about the Gaza camp there. Talk about different stuff today. Show doesn't start for a little bit here. We're just testing and getting everything straight. You're with Luna and Siraj right now. So this is great.
Yeah, I love the technology. It's awesome.
Oh yeah. There's so much cool stuff we can do. I been doing this for 12 years and it's awesome.
Wow.
I love doing it. I love it when we get people to interact, you know? It's
Wow.
awesome. They've got a little chat room there. You can let them know that once you post out. I am reloading my page because my chat here is. I went and even got me my mega cup of coffee. It's like if I made agua, oof. Now what does the CCTJP mean?
CCTJP means Collective Consciousness, was the original organization that began in the United States.
Uh-huh.
Its joint efforts is, organization and Bonnie and Tim's organization, Agro Bellica, Truth, Justice, and Peace Movement. We have special people on side come together. It's amazing the quality of people, characters who will come together.
Well, that's cool.
How is my voice? Bad or good?
Your voice is good. Let
Okay,
me let me
alhamdulillah.
let me check you.
The quality of people,
It's
characters.
awesome. They're gonna hear it very good. Cause I got you streamed right through. So I'm gonna turn off my TV here, and I'll be right back. Okay?
Okay.
You give me a little bit more light in here. You know, I woke up this morning and uh, went and helped a friend. Her baby's teething,
Oh God.
and so I took her some clove and some other stuff.
That was kind of you.
Yes,
How many kids do you have?
I have 5 adult kids and 14 grandkids.
MashaAllah. And that's a family. That's a good life. Happy
Yeah,
life.
I got my own
Just
little,
thought I had kids.
football team.
That's awesome. Yeah, man.
Yep, I have 6 kids. I had a son who passed away of sudden infant death syndrome when he was 8 months. So,
Yeah. Sorry about that.
oh, it's okay. Allah works for a reason. So he's my little angel, and he keeps me going. Uh, you know, I have a friend from India. He is just he's a designer, and
Uh,
he's a designer. A friend of mine from India, and he's been telling me, I will make you some outfits for you, Luna. And I still yet to get him. And now he's got his website going, and he's bothering me. Like my website. I said I liked it like 4 times. You want me to like it some more? I can unlike it and like it again if you want me to. You know, I'm getting really concerned. I'm getting
uh,
really concerned about the Gaza situation. You know,
yeah.
uh, it's getting bad. You know Hanny, right?
Yes.
He says that they're having a really bad time with the medication for people who are sick there. You know.
Yeah, because the supply they're not going in and out.
Well, they're getting. Excuse my language. This is the way I talk, but they're getting shit from Israel, and then now they're getting shit from Egypt. And guess what they did today? They had all the Syrians and all the people who are stuck onto the Egypt side because they have the Rafah border closed, and they went and they arrested them all, including women and children.
Astaghfirullah. You know, all this is pushing toward a plan. And the way I'm looking at my country's foreign policy is they're going to push for the two-state solution after they make things very difficult for all of us.
Yes. And the U.S. is no better, you know? If you see me keep looking to the side here, it's
Yeah?
because I have my big screen here. And I have my
No
laptop
problem.
here. So
No problem at all. But I read government documents, I researched, and I tried to understand what direction is my country's foreign policy going. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes. Now, are you originally from Palestine, or you're originally from the U.S.?
No, I'm Japanese, originally Japanese, but American, Japanese American.
Oh, okay.
I'm not Palestinian by birth, Palestinian by blood.
There you go.
Not by blood, by heart, excuse me.
Same thing, because I'm Mexican and not Palestinian.
By heart, not by blood.
Look, I helped a friend back in the day. He was streaming from the West Bank, okay, from Beraska, okay? And the kids send me this, he lives in Los Angeles, and they send me this this scarf. So this is why I'm wearing it. It's for...
Miles, my associate, wants to know if you should just call in by video call to participate or what?
Onto Skype?
Yeah, in case he wants to participate.
Okay, so if he calls in Skype, what they will do is, because I have just a free version of Skype, it will put us all.
Yeah.
It will put us all onto just pictures. But
Okay.
that's okay. We can do that if you want to, and then I can screen cap the pictures of us all together.
Okay, so he's going to call in for a video call.
Okay.
When do you want to get started, sister?
Let's see, what time is it? Let's start around 12, and if anybody else wants to come in, give more time, so we can get a lot of viewers, and send them to the main site, Meshi, so that they can use the chat.
Mashi. With the whole Palestinian issue, with the reading government documents, declassified government documents, and more, you can see the pathway that U.S. foreign policy is going. You have to be an idiot after reading those documents, not seeing where the pathway is going. And then when you look on television and you see the same regimes mentioned in those documents dropping like flies, and if you've worked in political lobbying like I have in America for the Palestinian cause, it's like my former colleague, I believe it was either Heidi Schramm or Julia Hurley, one of them said it. They work for the AAPER, American Association for Palestinian Equal Rights. When I worked with them, they told me, no one will speak to you on the Hill in Congress unless you are for the two-state solution. And sadly, when I was lobbying in South Carolina, I learned they were right. They were absolutely right. If you didn't mention the two-state solution, they wouldn't even give you an appointment. So, as I'm reading the document, I'm seeing this term. They call the term rejectionist. It's throughout the CIA documents. Rejectionists are those who are pushing against the two-state solution and steadfast on the one-state solution. Whether it's by violence or non-violence, it doesn't matter. If you're for the one-state solution, you are stigmatized with the word rejection. And such regimes were Libya, Gaddafi, he's gone. Bashar al-Assad, what happens there? Iraq as well. And you know what happened in Iraq.
Yeah.
So as I'm looking at the TV and viewing quickly at these CIA documents and reading them from the 60s until now, I'm noticing that these same people in these documents, the ones who are claimed rejectionists, are falling like flies, one by one. And I recollect from my political lobbying career, no one talked to me, anyone, unless you mentioned the two-state solution. So it's obvious. In my prediction, from everything I've researched all the people I've spoken to, you will see in the end, after they put the pressure on the Palestinians and Palestinian activists, you will see them push a glorious propaganda campaign on the media, in the news, saying, we have finally resolved the conflict in Palestine, it is a two-state solution, and it will work. And my professional career tells me it won't work. It will not work. It's a temporary resolution. Why? Because the policymakers that are involved in the Palestinian conflict are, one, they're not altruistic, they're searching for their own incentives, and two, they keep going from the top to the bottom. And they need to stop. Go from the bottom, the people. Talk to the people. Right. And then go to the top. Right. And if you look at all of the policies, the legislative bills that these policymakers, the politicians have handed down, it's always from the top to the bottom. They write the bills and say, my God, I've got the answer. Here is the resolution for your problems. And it never worked. It never worked. Even with the last intifadas, it didn't work. It's just, we need to start from the bottom. Work with the big players on the bottom and bring it together. And I'm not going for a two-state solution. It was Palestine in the beginning. It was one state. Everybody got along before 1940. And just 60 years cannot erase a millennia of peaceful coexistence. I'm not accepting it, and I hope it's not my choice because I'm not Palestinian, but I hope all the Palestinians realize two-state solution is all, not just it's injustice, and all the people that died, and all the inhumanity that's been brought upon their progenitors, their grandfathers, their fathers and mothers. It's not only injustice, but it doesn't resolve the conflict because you have one of two states that acts with impunity. So anytime, any provocation on the Palestinian side, who is going to stop Israel from dropping bombs or hitting? No one. They do what they want. If it's a preemptive strike, it's going to happen. So unless a two-state solution can involve United Nations troops in the middle, I don't see it working. And what I wish for is the one-state solution. I can't believe we have an African-American president who's pushing segregation for a conflict as a resolution when a millennia of history shows integration was the norm, and now he thinks segregation is the answer. And I argued with Professor Noam Chomsky about this. We had a much respect to him, Professor Chomsky, I respect you, and I'm doing the best I can on this quest, as you call it, and I have tremendous respect for you from the bottom of my heart, Professor Chomsky. And you are filled with knowledge, and no doubt you inspire the future leaders of today and in the future. So thank you. But I disagree with him. And he wants to break Palestine into two pieces in the beginning stages and gradually lead to a one-state solution. I say the difference. On the contrary, once you separate it, it's going to create a psychological foundation which will help the propaganda of Israel, who will say, we're getting along fine. It's just cut it open. And of course, who's going to get the worst resources? The Palestinians. They'll get the worst water. They'll get the worst land. But who's going to choose? The one in power. So that's my opinion. In the end, you'll see that they'll push for the two-state solution. And it's the Palestinian choice, not mine. I'm loyal to the Palestinians, so I will push for them whatever they choose. It will break my heart if they choose two-state solution. Because I don't think it's justified. It's not justice. And also, I don't think it's a long-term proposal for peace. I think it's only temporary. Right. That's my opinion.
You know, the way I'm feeling also is that a lot of people, every time the Palestinian people try to speak out, they are either terrorists or a radical group or whatever. And you see every Friday, every Saturday, they go peacefully, to try to protest what they want, and they're stereotyped. Here in the U.S., a lot of people, they have no clue of what protesting is. It's like it's oil.
Yeah.
And
protest takes a lot. People don't realize what human rights activists like yourself, me, and many others, what we sacrifice. We're putting ourselves on the radar of government.
Yep.
We're also putting ourselves on the radar in the bullseye of certain organizations that feel differently.
Yep.
And most of those organizations are not good. It's not going to come after you with a gun, but some of them do. And to speak out is dangerous too. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I've been threatened by
You know
Israelis and
exactly.
Americans, but you know.
And I've seen those threats to you. Some of the threats to you, and you were very polite. You had etiquette, and they were threatening to kill you. And you know, I saw that, and God bless you. You know, Jazakallah khayr. I've seen the evidence. You've been through a lot. So you know, I know that you know what it takes to be a rights activist. And God, you know, Allah gives you strength with a tremendous respect for you. It's amazing what you go through and still maintain your patience and the right path in the deen. I have so much respect for you, sister. Jazakallah khair.
Thank you. It's not really something, you know. My activism became, like I told you before, born and created in Egypt, and that's what I learned from. You know, stereotyping isn't getting it anymore. It's just old. You know. So I let these people talk the way they want to talk, and
Sister, Miles is trying to call in by video call. He says it's coming out as a failed call.
trying to call me.
Yeah, trying to call the show.
Okay.
Against you, yes.
Okay, let me see. Let me see. And I got my to-do list up here. Hold on. Let me. Because when I go up here. Okay, everybody's seeing my to-do list. But that's it. At least they know I work. I got a to-do list. That's okay. That's alright. Let me see. Maybe I need to. Miles mission. Maybe. How do I add him?
Let me send you his. You want him on Skype? Add him on Skype?
Yes. Once we do this, it will. I think it will go. Recent. Tell him to just say. Oh, okay, I got it. Set. So I got us. Hold on, because my Skype is going to work.
So we can start with what's happening in Gaza camp, inform everybody what's going on, because do you see him, sister?
Miles.
Miles Shelley.
Yes, let me add him. Add to call.
He's the other journalist that was with me. He was there throughout the gunshots and the violence that was occurring in Gaza.
Miles, are you there?
Yes, I am. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. It sounds like the phone is still ringing. I'm very sorry. I'm busy fighting the slowest computer that ever existed.
It's okay. It's okay. Now, this is working, so what will happen is, my thing keeps on coming up here. Hold on. I need to do something with this. Hold on. Because it's like giving my to-do list. So I'm going to take it off. So it'll be just a, when you all speak. Okay. So here we go. So we got Miles Shelley, and we also have Siraj Davis.
Oh, finally it stopped.
Alright, everybody can hear me?
I can hear you.
All right, well, I guess we'll start talking about Gaza camp, I guess.
Okay.
All right, now me and Miles, every Friday we go, me, Miles, and Max, and some other associates, we venture out to Gaza camp, which is a Palestinian refugee camp here in Jordan. And it's called Gaza camp because the majority of the refugees come from Gaza, the Gaza Strip. I published articles before about this place. It's the worst camp in Jordan. It's been like that for over 50 years. I would say that the majority of the refugees there have no citizenship. They cannot own a car. Education past the 10th grade needs to be funded by a sponsor. There's very little public transportation. They have a sewage system that goes into the middle of the street and down the alleys. It's all over. When you walk out the front door of a house, if you have a door, because some of these residents don't have a front door or a roof. Some of them don't. But once you step out the door, there's a sewage drain right in front of you. Occasionally the pipes leak, so there's species in the road. And I've never seen children playing football or soccer with crap or defecation in the middle of the streets, but they're oblivious to it. It caught my attention immediately. I think Miles was with me one time when we walked down an alley and there was just rotten food in the middle of the street. And the smell was just so awful for me. And also you have like dead carcasses of animals with the meat and bones still attached. So that just goes to show you the trash service there at Gaza camp. I did take pictures and witness a UN vehicle burning trash near a water source and right beside residential areas. So the question of whether that leads to cancer, it should be investigated more. I took pictures and I saw that with my own eyes. So, and the incident rate is very high, birth rate is very high. They don't have any recreational facilities. They don't have many libraries. Me, Miles, and Max tried to begin a library at a center there, and we also began free TOEFL and IELTS classes. Most people would have to pay 200 JDs, about 250 American dollars, in order to take a TOEFL or IELTS preparation course, but we provided the books and the classes for free, and we've been doing it for every Friday from the kindness of our heart. And I thank Miles, Max, and helping me in those efforts. So these, while we're focusing on Syrian refugees and Iraqi refugees, these refugees have been there for about 60 years, ignored. They can't travel outside the country. They don't have equal citizenship. They're in limbo. That's why I titled my article about the forgotten refugees. These are truly forgotten. I mean, while other refugees are coming into Jordan, nobody talks about them. And they're living, they don't have rights. They're living in like a trash dump. And it's hard to talk about it sometimes, but so I published an article complaining about the sewage, and thank God the Swiss agency has started a new project to renovate or improve the sewage, and I thank the Swiss agency for that. God bless you. I really appreciate that. Because when me, Miles, and Max saw the sign one day when we were going to Gaza camp, I was really happy and excited to see a sign that said, we will be, fixing the sewage. But anyway, that's what the background is. So we've been going there every Friday, and one Friday it just happened that there was protests. And the protests, they were pretty, they were police lines, so we couldn't go into Gaza camp in order to teach our class. And thanks to the courage of Miles and Max and the dedication of them, they went along with me. And I've never seen this before. You don't have teachers who say, these are my students. I don't care what guns you have. I don't care what those are my students. You touch one of them, it's on. And I can't imagine when Miles and Max felt the same way. They said, those are our students. You don't touch our students. You don't harm them. Otherwise, you have a problem with us. And of course, Miles and Max also has a love and passion for Palestine and Palestinians too. So when we got there and we saw these lines with people with guns, not allowing people in and out, it just was, it was wow. But we decided we had to be there. Even if they didn't let us in, we'd have to witness and see everything in order to be able to, I mean, just being there, we could witness events to make sure that any abusive action or excessive force didn't go unreported.
Uh-huh.
So, as you see in one video, I'm going up by myself to the police line, and it was kind of humorous because Miles, I didn't hear what he said, but later when I looked at the video, I realized what he said. He said, "Please come back alive." I was like, "Huh?" He goes, "Nothing." But I went up to the line and I was honest. They asked me, they said, "من أنت بدك?" I said, "أنا مدرس لغة إنجليزية بس. I'm a teacher of English only, and I want to teach my class, please. And I have students, and I teach them every Friday, and I think it's very important that I, be able to teach this class." And they let me in. They let me and Miles in, which is I was shocked. I thought they were going to turn us behind because they were rejecting everybody. But what we saw there was youth. These are kids fighting the police. Children. These are not grown men with Kalashnikovs or 45s or even sticks.
Right.
But they are throwing rocks. Apparently the report was that from a neighboring city there were Jordanians that paraded through the streets of the Palestinian Gaza camp. And of course the Palestinians became very upset. There was a big fight. The Jordanians had initiated or antagonized the conflict. They left. And immediately preceding their departure, the Jordanian police came into it, blocked off the main street. The stores are closed, so they can't get cigarettes. They can't buy drinks, milk, or whatnot. And the schools are closed as well. So, of course, the residents of Gaza camp felt they were being punished. This wasn't a necessary measure to keep, okay, so it's actually pretty good music. I like it.
That's the intro to the, sorry about that. That's the intro to the website. I'm trying to get back to the chat.
No, it's okay. I like the music, actually. Anyway, so that's what experience. Good taste in music, sister. Anyway, so the residents of Gaza camp, when they saw the Jordanian police come, and the original antagonist leave, they said, "What is this? What is this for? You have law and order. The people who came into our camp left. Why are you cordoning off and blockading the main street, closing the schools, closing the stores? There's no normalcy. It was like an occupation. They had to ask permission to go here. They had to ask permission to go there. They're shot with tear gas and rubber bullets flying all over the... It's so bad when you sit in your living room. You sit in your living room and you're not a participant. The tear gas seeps into the living room. So it's like you don't even have to, you can try to ignore it, but you can't. You're going to be a victim because tear gas is coming into your doors and your windows and stuff. And so we had two kids throwing rocks, back and forth, police charging. There have been reports of police on the roof shooting rubber bullets, sniping at the protesters. Other reports of the police surrounding one protester when they get them alone and beating them and dragging them to jail. Also, the people in jail, the reports are they were indiscriminately incarcerated. In other words, police just picked any young person that looked out of place and said, "You're coming with us." And they put them in jail without any evidence or just cause. So, we've got people with lacerations that have appeared because of the tear gas wounds. We have people with, it's bruises, very dark bruises. And tomorrow, they're having a protest at between 5 p.m. and 6 p.m. I'll be there at 12 p.m. with other people. But between 5 and 6 p.m., they're going to have a protest in front of the jail to get the prisoners, these kids that are in the jails, out of the jails. My colleague, Max Marin, he's going to publish an article. I already spoke to them on news. They said they're following the story. They will publish it. Thanks to Jafar, good man, and the people at Amman News. Originally, Jordan Times told Max that they were going to publish it, and we were under the assumption they were. We had to run around. First, they said they were going to publish it. Then Max came back and said they did publish it. At least he was led to believe this by what they said, and then all of a sudden silence. Jordan Times didn't respond. And I've been here in Jordan for 2 years, and people have said that the Jordan Times is the government mouthpiece. I don't know if that's true, but after this incident, I would believe it, because of the way they treated me and my associates. So I picked up the phone and called people who I know. They tell the truth. They don't have an agenda that's corporate or governmental. They put the truth out there, and they work on principles of humanity and justice. And so the Amman News, and thank God for you, sister, thank you so much. And you put us on this show tonight, and Amman News will publish a story very soon. Max called the police spokesman for Jordan or Josh County, and apparently the police spokesman didn't know this happened. This is what he told Max. And then Max asked him, how many do you have in the jail? And he said, we have about 20. And our initial reports were 200. The people in Gaza camp were saying 200 people. But the police spokesman said 20. So Max asked him, I would like to quote you. Can you confirm that so I can put it in the paper? And that's when the guy told him, I'll call you back. Apparently he was sure in the beginning it was 20, but when Max said, I'll put it in the paper, he said, let me call you back. Max also said that when he talked to him about what began all of this, it was very difficult to get information from him. I just find it as a shock that we have, at the very least, according to the police, 20 children and adolescents in the jail, and the reports of the residents are 200, and when we want a confirmation to print it, you can't, because you said you didn't even know what was happening. And then it's just weird. So that's what's going to happen tomorrow, Wednesday, between the time of 5 and 6 p.m. We're going to go down there. I'm going to go down there early in the morning and verify how many people they have up there. And probably talk to both the police and the residents. But we're going to protest and practice our right to civil disobedience in order to get those innocent people in those kids in those jails out, because that's just wrong. That's the future of Palestine. That's our future.
Yes.
You're talking about a future for Palestine. We can't have that when we have kids in the jail. Nobody should be silent on this issue. These are kids. This is the future of Palestine. How can we pass on this legacy if we allow the children to be taken off the streets by discretion of suspicion alone and incarcerated in the jail? It's really heartbreaking for me. It's really sad. And then, to share a little bit of a personal business, today I get a phone call from my job, and they tell me if you go to the protest and you don't come to class, even though I tried to reschedule the class, they said, don't come back at all. And they didn't tell me this, they told my lawyer. So they called my lawyer, that's in Lousy, and they said, if Sirag doesn't come to the class, and he goes to those protests to free the children in that jail, he doesn't have a job. So God bless Fasten. I mean, she did exactly what I asked her to do. She told him to get a job. So I'm currently unemployed, but I'll find another job, but I did the right thing. So tomorrow we'll be out there between 5 and 6 p.m. Practicing our rights to demonstrate against injustice. And of course, Amman News will publish it, and NPR is also a possible list. They want to know how many children exactly, because now we have a 20 count figure and we have a 200 count figure. So the representative I know there said when we confirm how high it is, if it is a high count, then NPR will probably pick it up, maybe. the possibility of that if counts of children are high.
And what are the ages of the children? Do you have any idea from...
Oh, I got a video. I sent you a video. It goes from 8 years of age until about 14 or
Okay,
16.
let me queue up a couple of these videos so we can show everybody exactly what you're talking about, brother. And I'd really like to say something. Then I'd like to hear from Miles also. Is under international law, actually, when this kind of thing goes on and there's protests, um, the arrest of children is, from my knowledge, and if I'm wrong, then our audience can let me know, or if anybody knows. But under international law, you're not supposed to be arresting children. There is problems with this within the West Bank. It's something that us activists, if you're out there and you're watching, people need to start standing up for this, and really need to start bringing an awareness to this. We can talk so many times, we can protest so many times. Letters need to be started and sent to the proper people. You cannot keep uh, abusing and tormenting children's life. They are our future. And if we keep doing the same thing that's been going on for so many years, everyone, it's a domino effect, and then it's going to keep on going for generation on generation. The point is to try to change all of this. We need voices. It's time to stand up and say we're done. Peaceful resistance, these people go out every weekend. You see it in the West Bank. You see it, in Gaza. There's nothing wrong with standing up for what is right. So as an activist myself, I'm not able to be and believe me, if I had the finances, this activist would be on ground. Like very many other activists. But it's time to speak out more so we get a result. Protesting is not just standing there with a sign. You do it for a reason. You do it to try to get a result. We need to start seeing results, everyone, and we need to start uniting and helping the Palestinian people, no matter where they are, whether they're in Jordan, whether they're in the West Bank, or whether they're in Gaza, because things are getting worse. I'm going to queue up. Hello? I don't know if we lost a call or not. Siraj, are you still with me? Okay, so we're going to try again to call both, because I think maybe the call went out. But I'm also going to queue up some of the videos that Brother Siraj is talking about, so that people can see them. Because these videos really need to be seen. Sorry, we're having a little here. we also have video. So I'm just saying that he got kicked off Skype, I think. And I'm sorry, I do smoke. There's no shame in my game. And we're just checking on what's going on. Okay, Miles, you there?
Yes, I am very sorry. This internet is terrible.
It's okay. I understand totally. And
Um,
we're still live. I'm just putting up. We're trying to get up a couple of videos, and I'm
mm,
also waiting for Siraj.
is he putting videos, right on right now?
No, I can put them on, so
Mm.
it won't. Let me bring him in. Let me bring him in. It's okay.
I can't make a video call. I need some kind of premium. I don't
Yeah,
know,
that's
it's
what
not
it does
important.
to us. So that I have you both on just the regular call with your screen cap up onto the thing.
Okay.
So I'm gonna show one of the videos from from you and Siraj while you were there. And show the
Mm-hmm.
audience exactly what we're doing here. So what we're going to do, everyone, because we're still live, and that's okay. What we're going to do is we're going to show one of the videos, and this video is where you're taping Siraj as he's walking towards the police during the clashes.
Yes, I remember.
So let me get this up. Remember, everyone, this is from the Gaza camp, and this just shows you uh, how brave people can be in these kind of situations. I mean, a lot of us see things on TV and don't get the real aspect of what is going on. So I'm going to play this for everyone so that you see some of the footage. Okay, Siraj.
Okay, I'm back online. Sorry about that.
Okay, Meshi. Let me. I think I just clicked over. Hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna bring Miles in. Hold on. How do I do this? Okay. Are you both there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Put. Let me. Let me end with him. Are you still with me? How do I take this off hold? Miles. Miles.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hold on. I'm gonna add Siraj because I think I just hung up on him.
Okay.
All right, I'm here.
All right, here we go. What I'm gonna do, guys, is and I'll go ahead and copy back up here. We're going to go through the video. As you see, I have it up here. We're gonna go through the video where you're walking up, Siraj, to the police. Okay?
All right.
This is what you both will be hearing.
This is the line they have at Gaza. Nothing go in, nothing go out. Just like the blockade around Gaza.
Yes.
Apparently they got police over there.
Yes.
And they got the police vans. So it doesn't look very safe.
Okay, and now we're gonna play another one. Let me see here. I'm gonna play another one that Siraj has sent to us, so that you can see everything that has happened into the Gaza camp in Jordan. I think this is the one. That was the one where you had just started. So here's the other one.
من عنده مسدس انا سميته بلا 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 بوليس. We can't get to the class because they blocked off the streets and they're shooting gas. As you can see, there's gas. They're shooting gas all over the place.
Okay, so that was Siraj explaining exactly what was going on. Here we have another one.
This is what you call a tear gas canister. Where is it made, Abdelaziz? Brazil. Boa tarde, Estocolmi. Thank you very much. Boa dia. Thank you. We appreciate all the good products you make, and apparently this is what's being used on Palestinian refugees in Gaza camp. Thank you very much. So, that's a gas canister. Got one for the video there.
Okay, and we have a few more. So we have the police and the clashing within the Gaza camp. We're going to show these also. We're showing you these videos to let you know that things are documented, and you can see these onto Siraj's YouTube. And we encourage you very, very much, as you're listening out there, to take a look at is Siraj or are either one of you into the chat onto the main site? If you are, feel free to let me make sure that it's open. Feel free to put these links in there, so that our audience can see, because we do have many. There's also a social stream if you want to if you want to sign into that. It goes right to your Twitter. The chat is for the stream chat that everybody that's watching us live. And by the way, I would like to let you know that you have over 150 people watching you right now, which is very good. If you go over to the social stream, you can log in for your Twitter there, and people can interact with you there also, so keep a track on each one. We're going for, let me see. Okay, this next one is the actual clashing from the Gaza camp.
This is the police shooting tear gas and charging down the street.
And we're
Okay, so that was part of the clashing, actual clashing going on between everyone. We also have some more. We have a few more here that I want to make sure that we get on.
Welcome to Mukam, Gaza.
Okay?
Now, if you see in that one, can you hear me?
Yes.
Sister, in that specific video, can you hear me?
Yes. Can you hear me?
In that specific video, yes, I can hear you clearly, but you can see the children in that video. I mean, you see a little child running right behind the adolescents and the young adults. That's who the police are fighting. You have 5 armored personnel carriers, more than that, and over 30 grown men with firearms running through the streets, and that is the terrorism they're fighting there, which is ridiculous. Those are children. I mean, these are the kind of kids you grab by the back of the neck and pat them in the butt and say, that's no. Go back home. They are shooting rubber bullets and tear gas at these children.
Exactly. And I'm glad you said something like this. Talking about the supposedly non-lethal weapons.
Forgot to mention the tear gas canisters. The tear gas canisters. Sorry, go ahead, sister.
Go ahead, finish, please.
The tear gas canisters have no expiration date on them. They have a label that says, warning, do not use after expiration date. There's no expiration dates on them.
And can you go on and explain to us about what is the importance of this the importance of these expiration dates and the making of the canister? Can you explain this to us?
I can say that I don't know much about it. It is against international, I believe it's against international human rights laws to be using tear gas canisters after the expiration dates because the chemicals within it become more dangerous than previously expected effect
Exactly.
before the expiration date.
Exactly. I will put a little bit of my expertise into it to where we need to let our viewers know that yes, it is against international law to use expired tear gas onto any protesters, let alone children. This tear gas is it can be deadly to infants. It can be deadly to children. And as these tear gas cans are going, you have to understand to our viewers is that there are civilians with children, very small children, and when you don't have an expiration date, anything and everything can be put into these canisters. We've seen this. To give a little bit of background on my expertise, I spent 2 years in the Egyptian Revolution. I was there 4 months before the revolution ever started. And things like this are what became a problem. We're going to have to group call. Okay. Are we there, Miles?
I'm
Miles?
here.
Okay. Miles is having a little bit of problems with his internet, but we do have Siraj Davis here with us still. And what we were speaking about is the very important toxic uh, and international law that breaks international law to use tear gas against people that is expired, for one. For another, when you have gas cans, and we do have images of these cans, and we'll be showing that also, has no expiration date and no creation date of the can from the manufacturer. The manufacturer is from where, brother? Brazil? Are you still with me? Are you
Yeah, I'm
still?
still with you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. So, what I was explaining that you were showing me, because I've gone over a lot of this
Yeah,
video.
the canisters are from Brazil.
Right. So they're manufactured in Brazil, and they're being shot by Jordanian police at protesters, um, aiming the canisters at the people. Now, we can use non-lethal weapon and make it sound really nice, and it's just police, trying to disperse protesters. But there's no such thing as non-lethal weapons. None. A tear gas can, when it's shot at your face or it's shot at your leg or it's shot at your body, it causes burns. This tear gas has no expiration date. It has no creation date of the manufacturer, but it does have Brazil. We'll show that also. Um, Siraj, is there anything that you want to bring up before I start showing that? Are you still with me? We also have to let you know that sometimes the internet is kind of slow there, so the calls will go in and out. So what we will do is okay, here we go. Are you with us, Miles? Hello, Miles? Are you with me?
Yes, I'm back.
Okay, I'm going to,
I was.
okay, I'm going
Uh,
to add,
yes, go ahead.
Siraj again. Here he is.
Please.
Okay. Oh, somebody went off. Siraj. You still with me, Miles? Hello? Okay, here comes Siraj. So we're calling them again. Just having a little bit of technical difficulty with the Skyping. I'm gonna try to get both of them connected. Get some things here. Okay. turn to call them again. So the basic thing, the the basic thing is, and this is going to stop. So what we're going to do is we're going to wait for them. I'm going to keep on going. I'm going to explain to you um, that there is video footage of all this, and it is something that the public needs to see. Um, Conditions and stuff of this camp is to the point to where we really have to have a a awareness of what is going on. Um, we can't keep letting. Hold on, let me see everything. We can't keep having. Are you there, Maya?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, it's okay, no problem. These things happen.
Yes, I was trying to post a link for a video on the page, but it just slowed my internet down to a crawl,
Okay.
so I gave up.
And Siraj,
Still there?
yeah, I'm still here. I think Siraj went off and he should be back. I think he's trying to get back on.
Okay.
So when you see him, let me know so that I can add him.
Ah, okay. Or he'll probably try to pop in. Voices.
Okay, so back on the live. Let me see.
Hmm. It's as loud as it gets.
Yeah, he's not on yet. Now,
Okay.
if you want to, Siraj, you can go ahead and give us a little bit of your take on what happened as you and Siraj were in the at the Gaza camp. And
Oh, you mean me?
uh-huh.
Okay. Let me think. Let's maybe start with when we first arrived, and we got out of the car, and I heard gunshots. Um, I was just I didn't realize how serious it was. I guess until we got there and we heard shooting. We just kept walking, and all we saw were people looking up the street, and they were all telling us, "Don't go there. Don't go there. You need to turn around right now."
Mhm.
Um, and we thought about taking a side street to get in,
Uh-huh.
and finally we said, I think I said, let's take these stairs next to us, because we were standing next to some stairs,
Mhm.
and after that, a group of maybe teenagers wearing masks, like bandanas over their faces, came running down, and we asked what happened, and they said they were just throwing rocks at the police. So it was no joke. Um, and then to mention the video of him of Siraj walking to the police line,
Mhm.
um, I thought it was crazy. I mean, I didn't think he was going to be hurt. I figured they would just turn him back, but you never know. And I think in the video I say something like, "Please come back alive" or something like that. Uh, so it was very tense. And then when he yelled to me to come to him, my first thought was the police know we're here and they're going to take us away. But when they let us pass, I said, okay, let's just walk, we'll talk about it later. I was really surprised, really surprised. Um, and that was also my first encounter with tear gas, in my life.
How was that? How was that experience with the tear gas? Did you? I mean, Tear gas. Tear gas is mostly a mucus thing. It burns your eyes. It gives you mucus. Uncontrollably. How was the effect on the tear gas? Because that's kind of what we're uh, as Siraj brought it to my attention, uh, this tear gas not having any kind of expiration date or manufacturing
Yes.
date, it really concerns me because
Hmm.
it can mean that um, that the tear gas has been tampered with and something else is in it. I was very concerned when I heard about this, especially with young children being within the vicinity. Sometimes, I mean, like in Egypt, they put nerve gas in there. I don't
Oh.
know. I don't know exactly how they did it, but I know they did do it, and there was symptoms. So when I heard this from Siraj telling me that there was nothing there, and excuse me, I have some trucks or something outside. Um, I hope you can hear me okay. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can hear you clearly.
Okay. My first concern is that maybe the tear gas was something else put into it, and nerve gas was my first thought. So I really wanted to know whether there was any kind of blisters, things of this sort, within, you know, effects, human effects from the
Uh,
tear gas being given.
Nothing that I saw. I didn't. The people who were exposed to it the most, I didn't. I wasn't looking at them as clearly as just the general chaos. Everything was moving so fast that we didn't really, or at least I didn't really have time to stop and look at each person. Um, but I was like personally exposed to it, and I didn't suffer any blisters. So I'm guessing they didn't put anything in it. But as you said, it was expired, and my first reaction to it was when we were walking past the police line. I didn't. It was lingering in the air, so I didn't even know that it was there, and I started to wonder why I couldn't. Why I was having trouble seeing. I thought I was just dust in my eye, but it got worse. And finally, I think somebody mentioned, maybe Siraj or a local, that there was tear gas in the air.
Uh-huh.
And when we looked in front of us, directly in front of us, we were going to the left. We looked in front of us, and there were police gathered around a building, and they were launching tear gas into the building. It was like you see on TV, a police assault into a building. And we said, we're just going to avoid that. We'll walk around. Um, but they were they were shooting gas directly into the lines of people. And I think one of the videos Siraj has, we are looking out onto the street or the back street, and directly a canister lands directly in front of us across the street, no more than 15, 20 feet away, and it just starts. The smoke cart starts coming out, and we say,
I'm back.
"Let's get back in."
Okay.
Back?
You back?
Yeah, I'm back. Go ahead, Miles. You're doing great. You're doing great,
Yeah.
Miles. Go ahead. I'm back.
Okay,
But
so what I want to do, Miles and Sriracha, I want to show the tear gas because I have that video here. Would that
Mm-hmm.
be okay, or do you want to keep going on?
Yeah, show everything.
Okay,
Please show it.
let's get the tear gas. I believe it's this one.
Welcome to Mukam Gaza. Yeah. They just ran away. They ran and then ran backwards. I got that on film. Here they come. The police are charging. Yep, here they come. And he ran back. He came forward and he ran back. Just
Okay, so both of you, do you want to explain to us what this one, as you both were videotaping this, exactly what was going on? Can you go through that with us?
I didn't see the video, but is it? They're in an alley. Are they in the alley? Because if
Yes.
yes, yes. I this the video we were in. We were in the house
Yes.
and looking out the alley.
Yes.
And the police are going back and forth.
Oh yeah, yes, I remember that. The Palestinians were throwing rocks and just sort of shouting at the police. They would run forward past the window a little further down the street, throwing rocks and shouting. And then the police would gather and they would charge. And I think a few times before they would charge, they would shoot gas. And one of the gas canisters, if I remember, it landed right beneath the window. And our friend said it's a different kind of canister, but it was still gas. So we were, anything that hit in the alley, we saw it and we would breathe it in. But this was the same kind of thing that was happening that I wanted to show in the video I was going to post. But it would just go back and forth, back and forth. The police would charge, the Palestinians retreat, the Palestinians throw rocks, the police retreat. So it was kind of just this back and forth flow. So yeah, very intense situation.
Siraj, and would you like to put some input in this?
Yeah, I mean, it was there for all of us because that's just laughing. It just was ridiculous because the police charged for as they went. The rocks would be thrown, then immediately treated. Their rock would come again, shoot the bullets and tear gas, and then they would open a barrage of rocks. It was just like a minute. It was like something you see in the movies. It's like back and it's like I can't.
You still there with us?
Okay.
Is he still there with us?
Okay. It says there's a problem. What he was trying to say was just that the situation was chaotic, but it had some sort of back and forth. The Palestinians, both sides would charge, both sides would make an effort to push forward, but they wouldn't, well, shall we say, commit, or they were afraid that if they did, they would be in too far. Um, so, as he was saying, the Palestinians, they would throw rocks, they would move down the alley a little bit, the police would gather, and the police, they were in the middle. So if we looked down the street, we could see down to the main road and then up the other street. So the police.
Oh. Are you all here with
Okay, are
me?
you there?
Yeah.
Okay, what happened was, I'll get back to it immediately. What happened was, is,
Hold on. I think I have to bring Miles back in.
you were living, you saw the thing in card.
1 minute. 1 minute, Siraj. Let me get
Hello?
yes, let me get
Yes.
are you both there? Okay, are we both here now? Okay, hold on 1 second. Let me see. Okay, are you both here? I'm sorry about this.
I'm back.
Okay. Let me see if I can get Siraja. Okay. Hang up, Miles, and let me grab this one. You'll be in both of them. Okay, are we all here?
Yeah, are we online? Are we on the line though?
Yeah.
Okay. So you can still see us on the show, right?
Yes.
Okay, I just wanted to say that the police were charging in residential areas. It was as if you were living in America and you had police running in your backyard, shooting tear gas and rubber bullets while rocks are being thrown at them. So it's just crazy.
Oh, okay.
Sister Luna,
Yes.
All right.
can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear
We
you.
have a refugee from Gaza camp that wants to speak.
That's great. That's great.
His name's Wasim, and he just sent you a friend request.
Okay. Let me see. Wasim. Okay. Let
The
me.
Gaza camp resident, he can tell you more about what than we can.
Okay. So what I will do is I will bring him into this Miles, you still there? Siraj, you there? Hello.
I'm here.
Okay, let me bring Miles in also. Miles?
Big Mouse is there.
I think he went
Oh,
out.
yes, I'm here.
Okay,
Wasim, are you there?
I'm gonna bring him in right now.
Okay.
Is everybody else here?
I'm here.
I'm here.
Okay, I'm bringing Wasim in. Can you, can you message him and tell him to go ahead and answer? He should be brought in. He's in our chat. Are you in? Wasim? I think I seen him talking. Okay, can we test? Miles, can you say hello?
Wasim,
He said he can't hear. Hmm.
who? Wasim can't hear?
Wasim said he couldn't hear. I think he went out. You want to try to bring him into the chat? Or into the Skype?
He coming in? It looks like he...
Yeah, it looks like he's trying to connect.
Something's going on.
Okay, I'm gonna try. Siraj, try to do this as best as you can. I'm gonna go off 1 minute and let this dog out, because if not, then I'm gonna be picking up stuff that I don't want to pick up. Okay?
I got you.
Okay,
Got it.
okay, if I answer him here, he's trying to call me, but if I answer him here, it's gonna take off the group.
Well, if you do, okay, how many people can group call?
We can, as many as we want, it just has to be a group.
All right. Well, a video call is trying to make it through. I don't know if it's going to
Okay, let me,
go through. I'm hoping.
let me take off my video and then y'all try it. Give me a few minutes to let my um, buddies here out because I don't want to pick up their mess. Meshi? Come on. You want to go inside?
All right, let's see if we got the can technology over there. No snapping.
Okay, I'm back. So did we get everything going?
All right. No, we're still gonna get through to him.
Huh.
Well, I mean, I guess he'll try. We can continue on with the show and just wait for him to come in.
Okay.
Hello?
Hello, there we go.
Awesome.
Finally. Hey
Sirag.
everyone.
Hello. Nice to meet you, Wasim. Hello? You still there, Miles?
Oh, yes, I'm here.
Okay.
Wasim, Siraj. Oh, here's something.
Me too.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yep. Wasim?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yep. We could hear Wasim there for a minute.
Okay. Let me let him know.
And I think what I'm gonna do is, I forgot to push record at the beginning when me and you were talking, Suraj.
Yeah.
So some of the stuff that you were saying, I want you to say back later on
All right.
before we go. And what will happen is I will have to upload this and run it again, so everybody will be able to see it again. Oh, there goes Wasim. And I'm a smoker, you guys. I get nervous. I get passionate. So there is no shame in my game. Luna is Luna. And this is great. Bringing awareness like this is a lot better than the mainstream media. I 100% have a passion of doing the citizen media because you're able to speak people to people. There is no bull crap about it. Things get told and the truth comes out, you know?
Mm, for sure.
I agree.
Yeah, there's a lot of things I'm sure that weren't in the news. A lot of things that we saw that the day we were there.
Yes, and
Uh,
I started this when I was in Egypt. I've
Like
been,
I said with Max,
huh?
I was just saying with Max, he called the policeman, and policeman didn't know that the police department spokesman didn't even know that this incident was going on. And then when he said, I've got residents who reported 200 in jail, the police spokesman said, I think 20 are in jail. So Max says, okay, well, I'm going to quote you and publish it. So the police spokesman says, well, before you publish it, let me make sure I'm right.
Right.
So it's ridiculous. It's
Yes.
ridiculous. They don't even know what's going on. It's out of the news. We contact the Jordan Times. Jordan Times said, okay, they give the impression they would publish. So the Jordan Times gives them the impression they're going to publish it. Then they give the impression they published it. And in the end, we find out they're not answering our phone calls. And many people in Jordan call the Jordan Times a government mouthpiece. I believe it now. I really do.
Yes, because a lot of them work and they get paid to say whatever they want to say. But the people are now doing their own investigating, their own reporting, and they want to catch up because they know that this is intimidating for them for citizens to come out and say more or less the hell with you, we're going to just go ahead and bring out the truth because we can't trust you no more. When I was in Egypt, I was on 24/7. There would be nights that I would not sleep, and because I was in direct help with actual protesters on the ground, I would watch TV, tell them, hey, they're coming this way. Get off that street because here they come. And
Well,
go ahead.
thanks to the Amman News, they're going to publish a video article.
I hope they do it the way that you wanted to do it, and you make sure that they do it the way you wanted to do it.
when does that article come out? I think you told me, but I forgot now. Is it tomorrow or in the next few days? Yeah, Siraj, you there?
Let me make sure you're going to hear a little bit of background. The way you wanted to do it. Okay, yeah, we're good. So I'm just checking the audio live onto the thing because I have to.
All right, you there?
Yeah, we're here. You there?
Okay, that was Wasim. Wasim talked to me. The Skype worked, but he said that he keeps trying to call you. He can't get it.
Okay, let me bring him in. Tell him to go ahead and stop calling me. Oh, there we go. I can add him.
No, he's calling you now.
I got him.
Hello?
Hello.
Okay, like I said,
There he is.
Finally.
Finally.
Yep.
Alhamdulillah.
Welcome.
Okay, so let me give a brief description of everybody that we have here on Luna Live Media Network. We're speaking with Miles Shelley, Siraj Davis, and Wasim Come on, give me your last name, because if I say it wrong, then I'm going to be embarrassed.
Don't worry about that.
And we're all talking from Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
And our topic is the Gaza camp in Jordan
Mm-hmm.
and some of the things that have been going on there. Um,
Mm-hmm.
bringing well awareness to the Palestinians in the Gaza camp, and some of the current developments that are going on, everyone. We're doing this on citizen media, the people bringing the people the information, and what more way to get your information and the truth other than, I'm not, I crack down on to mainstream a lot, but that's Luna because I don't really trust that they will give a truth. So what we are doing here is we're bringing you the truth, things
Mm-hmm.
that have people have been on the ground and seen for themselves. So Miles Shelley and Siraj Davis have been talking a little bit. I'm gonna give y'all want to give Wasim a little bit of time to give his account of what is going on.
Yeah, sure,
Absolutely. Go ahead.
absolutely.
Go first.
So, okay, guys, if you made me to speak. Okay. Hello there.
Hello there.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, I hear you. Can you hear me?
Uh huh.
Okay, good. So I will give you the short story that we have here in the camp. It's about a simple problem developing to a bigger and bigger and bigger and be like Gaza camp Palestinian and the refugee Gaza camp with a village Al Haddade. It's Jordanian, and they start with a piece a little thing. Then it's like cursing each other and hitting each other with stick or the stone.
Mhm.
After that, the problem's getting bigger and bigger, and the police officers came, and the police officers, I think the people here said that the manager of the police officers in the town is from Jordanian, from family. It's called Al-Rawajde. So he'd not judge fair between the Gaza camp refugees and the Jordanian village Al Haddad. So it just tell the police officers just be in the top and shooting the gas and don't make the Palestinian come out for the Jordanian, and the Jordanian behind the police officers and start shooting us in the stone or in the gunfires. I know that's not fair. So the Palestinians like trying the best to trying to just for live. And it's really hard. The Jordanian with the police, it's really difficult. So they start shooting us in the like the Jordanian people. They use like live shooting for us, and the police just stand, don't make anything. Just can't the Palestinian come over here and hit the Jordanian be innocent? I don't think so. It's the right way to describe it. But really, if you there stand with me, you'll just have a look and staring with them, and you'll know that is not it's not fair. I know the police are here just to make judge between two people, not to get this side and forget this side. And when they like bigger and bigger, all the Palestinian guys and people,
Mhm.
they talk with each other, tell each other that's not correct. We need to stop this, and when they like have it together and get down, they start shooting us.
Now, are they shooting with rubber bullets, live bullets, tear gas? What all are they using, Wasim?
So the police officers like start with the shoot with the gas, and after that live shooting in the air. But the Jordanian people in the Haddad village, they use live shooting.
Live bullets.
Real
Yeah,
bullets.
yeah. Sorry, real bullets. I'm sorry. Thank you for correcting, Raj.
Okay, and how many has there been in casualties, and who are they? Who are all they targeting? Are they targeting children or everybody, civilians, everybody?
So let me be more clear from that. So when the Jordanian people start shooting, the live shooting, there's just don't have a target. Just look for the Palestinians, start shooting, and the police is just stand over there, don't do anything.
Okay, so it's kind of
You
like,
got me?
yeah, so it's kind of like, um, if I can bring it up, it's kind of like in the West Bank where they're letting Jordanians or just like in the West Bank they let the settlers just do whatever they want to the Palestinian people, and they stand
Yeah,
and
that's right.
watch. Okay,
Yep.
okay. So this is something that we need to bring more awareness of. Um, Videotaping on your telephone. If you see it, here in the United States we say if you see something, say something. If you if it's coming onto you to videotape it, because
You're not really, like if you want to videotape, it's kind of impossible because they won't start shooting. Everyone will try just to have panic and scared, just want to run away. It's really hard to be a video.
okay.
But I have a short video, but it's not so clear. But you just want to hear like the sound of the shooting. It's
Exactly.
for I think it's like 6 seconds because I really feel scared and my brother was with me, so I just started saying get down, get down, get down, and off the camera.
Hmm.
And they use like many kinds of guns. M16 and another one. It's called Bambakshin.
Okay.
And if you seen the photo in my mind, it's really incredible because everyone, the Jordanian people, stand up in the roof in their house,
Uh-huh.
maybe 40 or 13. It's too many, and everyone who catch a gun and just start shooting. And the Palestinians there in the main street near the school, the inner school. It's really incredible.
Has there been any casualties within these shootings and the live bullets? Have they hurt
Um,
anyone?
I'm, I'm, your sound is not clear.
Has there been any kind of casualties? People seriously and traumatically hurt?
I have a photo for a friend of mine. All of his body have shooting, and another one I don't know him. I guess, but he's from the camp. He have I don't know. He has blood in his stomach and stuff like that.
Okay. Is that
They are
kind of
like it's a many of them get in here, but because the news and the stuff like that and police don't jail them, they just hide and keep secret in it. Just fix their body in their house.
okay?
It's like
Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. Siraj?
hostage inside their houses. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Go ahead.
I mean, when I was there, I know what seemed. I feel what seemed, and the rest of the residents
Hello?
feel. It's an occupation. The residents are held hostage in their house, in their street. They can't perform the daily functions of normal life. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Hello?
Yeah. Yeah,
Hello?
I hear you.
Could you
I
hear?
hear you,
Could you
man.
hear what I said?
Yes.
Hello?
Luna, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Here, let me tell him in the chat I can hear him.
So, Luna, if you can just reply what the Siraj said.
Okay. So, yeah, but it's an occupation, and what's called the Jordanian time. They told Max Marin, they gave him the impression they're going to publish an article. Then, they gave him the impression they published the article. Now, they don't return any phone calls. Thank God the Amman newspaper, has agreed to publish an article on this. Thank God for them, that there are decent journalists like them, and you, Luna, and you as well, that are out there trying to get this truth out, because is this is an attempt to cover this up.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, I think the
And
more.
when Wasim said his friend was shot and there was blood in his stomach,
Mhm.
huh?
Is that one of the pictures that you showed me?
That's okay for me or for Siraj?
Siraj.
Facebook, yeah, Facebook
Okay, so let's. I believe I know what.
slash.
I believe I know what pictures that you're talking about. So what we will do is we're going to show.
Going to show what?
Uh, Going to show the pictures and show the people these injuries because I believe I have them here.
Okay, that's a good thing, but it's really I don't know, it's hard thing to get here in the camp and meet the people that get hurt.
Right. I just want to show the
And
injuries. I believe I have the injury the pictures of the injuries that Suraj is speaking of because
mm-hmm.
the more these things are shown, you have to understand that people in the West, they are kind of we don't believe until we see kind of people. Okay, so Luna is the
Mm-hmm.
kind of Luna is the kind of person that I I very strongly encourage
Mm-hmm.
showing these things because people have to know, and if they don't like to see them, well, that's their problem. If they figure to ignore, they've got two choices. They've got to be able to pay attention and to be able to see that the world isn't full of candy and cream.
Mm-hmm.
And the more that it's shown, the more reality that people have to deal with. And I'm trying to find them because I know I had. Siraj, are you back with us?
Did Siraj send you the video of the man who
Here.
had been hit by a tear gas canister?
Yes, I believe I had that also.
It was very, very strange to see that shot right in the leg with it, and the bruise that it left. It looked like a heart. It looked like a heart. It was so strange.
Let me see here. Okay, what I'm going to show first, is everybody there?
I'm here.
Wasim?
Yep,
Siraj?
I'm here too.
Okay. Siraj, I think, is the one that's having the problem.
I'm not the only one, thank God.
I'm looking because I think he sent me these pictures.
So you want try? You just want to try to meet the people that get hurt and bruises from this fight, and after that you want to be more clear for the magazine or I should get the name.
Well, see, what's very important in it is that the world starts seeing these things, because
Mhm.
you have a lot of people who will yell, well, this is propaganda, or you have sympathizers for whatever, the Jordanian police department, whatever. But when you have these things live, there, I really wish that there was some way that you all could live stream right as it's happening. And it's better to do them this way, because people cannot, they can't debate whether this is going on or this is not going on, because they're watching it live. And
Mhm.
if there's some way that we can work, to get this done, and there are ways, regardless. I mean, I know that uh, Siraj was telling me, well, they have a block. Well, we have ways that we don't need a block. You know what I'm saying? And we can work on these
Mhm.
kinds of things. Siraj, are you back with us?
Yeah, I'm having the biggest problems I ever had in my life with this Skype, but I'm here.
It's okay. Don't. It's okay. Don't get frustrated. This is our first, and by us doing this, we learn what more we have to do for the next time. Because I want to ask all three of you, um, to please, I'm willing to work with you, and we can do this a million times until something is done, and the people of the Gaza camp get what they need, and get the help that they need, and to bring this to light, to where they have no choice but to either help or we get help, one of the two. My personal opinion is that, uh, the more voices you have, the more uh, results we're going to get. And
Uh-huh.
this is something that people of the world, regardless whether they're activists or not, once we start showing all these things, they're going to come up and they're going to say, you do have them few people that will come up and say, okay, this is bullshit. We're not putting up with this. And we're going to help, and we're going to voice. It's not going to be just, the Gaza camp for Siraj. It'll be united world people to do this. And
Mhm.
so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to screen cap what we're going to do before we show the injuries to the gentleman who got hit with these cans. Somebody went out. Siraj. It's okay. He will be back.
But I'm sorry for interrupting, but as you know, Siraj and Miles and I think Max came to the Gaza camp and see from their eyes what is going on.
Uh-huh.
That's right.
Exactly. Um, the more we show,
Hello?
the more we show this, Wasim, the better. You know, the more we show
I
this.
can't hear you very well.
Oh. Can you hear me good now? Hello. Hello.
But, okay, yeah, I can hear you good now.
Okay. Maybe it's my mic.
Hello.
Hello. Maybe it's my mic. Let me put it up here. Okay. The more we get this out, and the more proof that we have, is gonna be great. While we're waiting, for.
I think that the fight here in Gaza camp it's almost over because we don't have police officers to just have cars that stay in the bus station and stuff like that.
Mhm.
So the problem it will stay just between Gaza camp and the Jordanian people secretly. They maybe they hated each other, but they will not show the others that we hate the Palestinian. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I think that what I'm trying to understand is, you just wanna wait another fight, a big fight between the Palestinian and Jordanian to see from your eyes, and I think that is it's wrong for. It's bad for both of us, the Palestinian and the Jordanian people.
Exactly. There has to be
They're
some
right.
kind of peace there. But the thing
Yeah.
is also is, Wasim, can you tell me some of the living conditions? What are the living conditions into the Gaza camp that would make the people that, some of the things that they need, you know?
Okay, can you wait a little bit ايش؟ كيف سميني؟ عشان والله هسه الخبرية واحد الله. Oh my God. A friend of mine told me right now the police officers they will go and join the camp to catch the youth people and they want to jail them. And I'm on my way to my house now.
Okay, so
Uh,
there's problem again?
it's not a problem. The police
Yeah, I'm having
officers,
too many problems anyway.
yeah. So the police officers, I don't know if it's correct or not, but a friend of mine told me that the police officers go to the Gaza camp and catch the youth people to the investigation with him. Sorry,
Uh-huh. To
and
investigate.
I'm running away.
Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
So you have to go?
No, it's not a problem. I'm just walking my feet.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
So
So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna show some of these. I don't know if any of you are watching onto the
so
Luna Live Media, but
so
I have up the
you have
pictures,
what?
Siraj, that we took of the tear gas canisters without the expiration dates.
I'm really sorry. Your voice not clear.
Hello.
You're fine, I think.
Okay. Okay. All right. So what we're doing is we're showing the tear gas canisters that have no. Can you see? Can you see what we're looking at? Siraj? Okay, so what we're looking at, if anybody else is watching on to the main website, is these are pictures that we took, or that Siraj took, of the tear gas cans that have no expiration date onto them. They're from Brazil. This first one that we have is it's kind of blurry, but we have better pictures that I'm going to show you here.
If you want to talk about photos and pictures, we have a lot of pictures that we have here. But as you said, we can't prove anything from the pictures. You just want to be in the middle of the fight and see. So
Right.
it's really difficult because I don't know if you want to wait a fight. I don't know when or where that will happen for these times.
Mm-hmm.
But for now, you have photos and pictures. Maybe if I could, I will send videos. Okay.
Yes.
But it's just need time, and I don't know if we have this time or not. Because if you want to be there in the middle of the fight and see, it also will be like much longer. But for now, you have photos, and that is really good enough to improve something.
Right. Well, we have the video, but what happened is Siraj he sent me a video of the tear gas with no expiration date and things like this, okay?
Mhm.
The problems with this tear gas that they are setting into the Gaza camp is the fact that they don't have any kind of expiration date on them. This is against international law. They cannot be using this kind of tear gas on any protester whatsoever. It has to be, if a country's police officers or military is using this kind of tear gas, it has to be proper tear gas that regulates within law and also international law, because they can be putting anything into these cans on their own, and that could be very dangerous, not only to adults but to also children. If these are expired, that is even more of a concern, because it pertains them to be toxic. So when Siraj brought this to my attention, and he did give me a video, but I took still pictures of each one to basically show that there is no expiration date on these, so they really shouldn't be used. Now, this tear gas is brought from Brazil. Brazil is having the same problem, where there have been deaths due to using this kind of tear gas. That is a concern. That is a concern for human life, and it's against human rights for them to do this. You understand?
Yep.
So, the more pictures that we have, the more video we have, both any kind of pictures or video that can be obtained. All of it needs to be documented, and if it's documented, that's great. Then we need to get that out into the public, so that people can see it, so other activists can see it, and something can be done. The government can be pressured not to use this no more, not to use this at all.
So you just depends about the videos. That's all you need. And another thing is just to be in the middle of the fight and see from your eyes.
It's not just for me. As being an activist myself, I spent 2 years in Egypt, okay, through the revolution there. And there's a lot of things that if it's not caught on tape, and if it's not, if you cannot, if I had the money, Wasim, I would, I have my passport, I would come to Jordan, and I would do it myself. I would probably be right beside you. But the fact is that y'all are there. You need to document as much as you can. The more we can get out to the world, not everybody can be there, but we can document, and that documentation is going to be able to be given to other people around the world to gain the support to get the things that need to be done in the Gaza camp the way it should be, on all aspects, humanitarian aspects, these protesting, the violations that the Jordanian police is doing to the Palestinian people within that camp. All this comes together, Change comes in numbers, and also numbers way past the Gaza camp. You gain that support this way. You understand? And this is what we can do. This is what this citizen media does. We help each other.
So let me ask, if I try to be offering help, what
Did
can I
Wasim
do for you
update
guys?
you on the prisoners in the jail?
What? Hello?
What about the current people in the jail? There are people in the jail,
I
correct?
think yeah. There are people in jail, and the Palestinian people, but the Jordanian people, they are out in the same day. But the Palestinians just stay and be like next level for the government or the national security. And every young man he will judge for 6 to 8 years. Yeah, they let the Jordanian come out from the
So they're letting the Jordanian
from
people out
the first
They
day.
kept the
Yeah,
Palestinians.
yeah.
Can you give
Yep,
us
that's
an
right.
estimate how many people?
And
Because
and if
the police folks called the police. Max called the police spokesman. They told Max the police spokesman to the Jordan police said 20 people.
Are there more than 20 people?
I told you as 20. If he's in the paper, I said, don't put it in the paper. Let me check. How many do you think is in the jail? How many?
60 to 100 Palestinian. That's a thing.
Six.
Because you can hear the news and another news and another news, but you don't even know what's the correct thing. Because the police officers, they won't tell you if you want to take one to jail. They just catch you in the street and take it.
60 to 100 youth. Can you give me the ages on these youth?
The ages is different. 20, 24, 90, 70. It's really complicated to get the correct information.
Okay. Siraj, is there any way you can get this information on the ages?
Adolescents.
Yes. Minors?
Yeah, I heard. I talked to Wasim and I also talked to other people from Gaza camp. The age group is now confusing, but like I said, some residents of Gaza camp said up to 200. The police spokesman for the Jordanian police said 20. Now it's in between with Wasim 60 to 100. I still think the truth lay somewhere in between. With the age
Do you have a human
group,
rights?
people said they put 8-year-olds, they put 12-year-olds, 14-year-olds. Well, I said about adolescent age, I think the truth is in between. Probably they got some very young there and adolescents.
Okay.
Yes, we have the National Human Rights and Asif Majali. I know him very well, so I can report it to him. So, but like I said, tomorrow, Amman News already gave us the go. They said they're going to publish an article on this. And thankfully, with your show, we can keep updates on this. But tomorrow I'll be at Gaza camp because there's a protest between 5 and 6 p.m. in Gaza camp. So I'm going to go there early because I need to find out exactly the approximate numbers. And Max will probably come because he wants to interview the police.
Okay. So 62 to
So Siraj, you will come to... Yep, sorry.
62 to 200 Palestinian prisoners, mostly all adolescent.
Yeah, I'm coming to Gaza because, you know, when I first went there, Ahmed, Wasim, some of our good students told me, Max and Miles, to get out. They tried to get us out because they didn't want us to be there in front of, you know, in that craziness, that insanity. They were worried about us. They cared about our welfare.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember I looked up to one individual and I said to him, I said, if the Palestinians die here, then I die here too, because that's the way it's going to be. So we're staying.
Yeah.
Okay,
Those are my brothers and sisters at Gaza camp. Whatever happens to them happens to me. So I have to be there. Wallahi, I have to be there. And I'm going to find out what's going to happen. But this has got to come to an end.
yes.
You know, it's got to come to an end or I'm going to put it in the international press. I've got many friends. I can pick up a phone and make a good plea and then get right into international press. But this stuff's got to stop. Because this is an occupation. They are occupying that camp. They're occupying it just like the Israelis are occupying Gaza. And enough's enough.
Yes. The whole goal is to stop these occupations, and you cannot have the Israelis occupying the West Bank and seizing Gaza, and then turn around and the refugees that they have already kicked out, that they do not let come back,
and then do the same thing in Jordan with them, or any other country to where there's Palestinian refugees. They don't want to let them go back home. They keep them and force them from going back to their land, but yet they want to mistreat them in other lands. This is getting to be ridiculous.
Absolutely.
And the people aren't going to stand no more. The people around the world, it's not just Palestinians, it's people around the world, Americans, people from the UK, people from the Middle East, who are really getting tired of this, and we're not standing down until something is done. The basic goal is that when you oppress a people and you back them into a corner, if you're going to treat them like animals, and I'm going to make this general statement to all you governments from Israel to Egypt to Jordan or anywhere else that there are Palestinian refugee camps, these people did not ask to be taken from their land. You have no right whatsoever to mistreat these people who are human beings. They're not animals. You don't cage them. You don't block them, prison them into Gaza. You don't treat them like animals into the West Bank. They are people. And they've been on these lands way more than you have. And just because you have high power, USA, my own government, who sit there and pat you on the back for the mistreatment, the killing, the oppression, the stealing land, the people aren't going to take it no more. Minus the government that you're paying, or they pay you, or you have your big elite little groups. Well, the people are starting to group together now. The Palestinian people need to be free. There's no negotiating on. Stop stealing their land. Stop treating them as prisoners, and let them live as human beings that God Almighty has put them to be. That holy land is holy land for everybody, all of God's children, not just Israelis, not just in, your religious thing. Everybody has a religion, and everybody has the right to exercise their religion. So the people are starting to get upset about this, and it's going to be a heck of a lot more people that are going to start unifying to make sure that the Palestinian people are free the way they're supposed to be free. This is nonsense. It's nonsense.
What can we do to help?
What you can what?
What can we do? What can the people outside of Jordan do to help the situation?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe a lot of things, such as just be offering help for the Palestinian people to do, or just make them feel there's someone who really cares about them, and they don't want them getting hurt or something else. That will be offering such a nice idea to be, and just to say, that's the thing that, or the issues that you have, we know it's not fair, and we're here just to make justice, and I don't know how you wanna, or how you gonna do that.
Can I say something to you, Asim?
Yep.
You have people around the world that love you very much. You have people around the world that care about the Palestinian people, no matter where you are, whether they're in the Gaza Strip, whether they are in the Gaza camp in Jordan, whether they're on the West Bank. And these people's voice are right along with your voice. It's one hand, okay? All we need to know is exactly what you need. If the living conditions aren't there, and the Jordanian government is not making sure that you have what you need, we need to know exactly what is going on, what you need, so that we can press for that. You have a lot of voices behind you. And
I say we take the weapons away from the Jordanians. Maybe we should just limit the amount of weapons and aid they could get.
Exactly. And if there are civilian Jordanians, We are live right now. I'm directing my American opinion onto you. Guns are to protect yourself, not to be killing innocent people who you are oppressing. These people didn't ask to be put into these camps. They were forced out of their own land and have been there for years. It is not your responsibility to treat them exactly where they came from. They're supposed to be there to have help. And if you are doing this to these people, then you are no better than the oppressors who took them from their land. If you can't help, then stay away. Rock throwing, the clashes that come, if somebody comes into your home, you're going to try to protect it. This is all these Palestinians have on Jordanian land. Stay out of there. Stay out of there.
And I also want to say all the Palestinian activists in Jordan, and we have a whole bunch of them, congregate to Gaza camp. Come to Gaza camp. Meet these beautiful, beautiful Palestinians because they have a spirit and personality and heart which exceeds the normal human. These are beautiful people. And come to Gaza camp and tell them that we are Palestinian activists. You don't do this crap in front of us. These are human beings. They are our brothers and they are our sisters. They are our family. So that's what I want to say. If you're in the vicinity of Jordan, Gaza camp, and you are a human rights activist, make your way out to Gaza camp. We need to put a stop to this. And anybody outside of Jordan, do what you can. This has got to stop. I'm going to end up in jail or dead. Those Palestinians are going to be protected one way or the other.
Exactly. It goes further, everybody. This is to anybody who's listening, and I see a bunch of them out there. I don't put numbers onto my show to show who's watching and who's not because it really doesn't matter. That number doesn't matter to me, but I see you and I know you're out there. So the thing is that yes, does the West Bank need help? Yes. Does Gaza need help? Yes. Now you're being told 100% that the Gaza camp in Jordan, the Palestinians there, need your help. So if you can fly off from all over the world and come to Gaza, and you can fly all over the world to come to the West Bank, start thinking about flying all over the world to go to the Gaza camp in Jordan, because the Palestinians there need you too. Things need to start being helped. We are a united people. Show it. We are activists. And these people deserve. There's babies they're doing without. They're suffering. And if that does not motivate you enough, then nothing is going to. What if these were your children? What if these were your nephews, nieces? These are human beings. That makes them family. So
if you want to talk about the slavery, all the Palestinians here in the Gaza camp or each another world, from since they're born they have slavery. The Palestinians here in Jordan that we have all the rights like the Jordanian people, but at least we have some ideas and some methodological way to living, and that's the stuff just we can't handle from the Jordanian government. And we all know, even in Palestine, that they are living different about us. So we don't have a thing to prove it here in Jordan.
let me ask you.
We talked about to get the guns from the game.
Let me ask you something, Wasim. As you being a Palestinian in Jordan, can you own a car?
Go ahead.
By you being a Palestinian in Jordan,
Yeah, I think that we can.
what as a Palestinian do you not have the same right as a Jordanian?
Yeah, I think that you can own the car here in Jordan.
Okay, you can. Is there anything else that the Palestinian people are suffering from?
You can't own the land. So
let me make a
you
correction
can't
here.
own
Some
land.
people, I would say some people can own a car and some people can't own a car. If you talk to Abdelaziz, he'll tell you straightforward, he can't have a car. If you talk to my former student, Ahmed Khalil, he'll tell you the same thing. He can't have a car. He has to put it in his wife's name, who is Jordanian. So,
Yeah,
when
that's
you
correct.
say the Palestinians, that's a broad stroke. That's a very broad stroke. Because there are Palestinians from 48, and there's Palestinians from 67, and there's Palestinians from Gaza. And oddly and strangely, it depends where you come from. If you came from the West Bank and Gaza, and what year. So you have a percentage of Palestinians who can own a car, the majority. Then you have a minute percentage who can't own a car.
That's discrimination.
There are 140,000 Palestinians that cannot own a car. 82, I would say about 80 to 82%, according to, I believe it's the UNRWA. They themselves documented it. About 80 to 82% can own a car.
Okay, and they're free to roam wherever they want to.
Well, I don't know. Wasim, how is your travel? Can you travel anywhere?
Yeah, I think that traveling it's easy.
Okay.
It's easy for you?
But some places you can't visit. That I don't know what kind of places, but just you can.
Okay, so they don't give you no reason, they just tell you you can't.
Wasim, what year did your family or you come to Jordan from Palestine? 67 or 48?
67.
Okay.
Okay.
Then we might be talking about the 48ers that have this problem.
Okay.
No.
Okay, so Siraj, do we want to continue on this aspect, or do we?
Yeah. Wasim, being that you're a refugee
Yeah.
from the 67, are you do you consider yourself equal with Jordanians in regards to rights, hakuk?
The 67s are not like that for the 48. They are different, you know that. But if you want to be like such about the right, it will be more difficult from the 48. Do you got me? That's lost.
Okay, so there is a difference. Some have rights and some don't have rights.
Like 67, they have the Jordanian nationality, but the 48 they have the passport and the ID, the Jordanian ID, and all the Jordanian the nationality that they have.
Okay, do they have any kind of
Just for your record, the 67 is different about the 48.
okay, do they have a protocol for the people for the 67 to apply
Apply what?
to have the same rights?
No, it's different. So the 48, maybe they got a passport, Jordanian passport, but it's about the 67, they don't. Just give the Palestinian ID just for 2 years, but the 48, they got the Jordanian nationality.
Okay. And does this have to do with the Israeli war in 67 from Palestine, or?
I think we have just
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, Siraj, do we want to address the humanitarian things now, or do we want to use that on another segment?
We can use it on another segment.
Okay.
I don't know. Did Wasim say? Wasim, do you consider yourself having equal rights as Jordanians, or no?
No, it's not the equal right. It's really different, right? It's really different.
Can you explain how it affects you? Like
So
you
it affects
compare
me.
yourself. Yeah, compare yourself with a Jordanian. You have less rights or the same rights, and if you have less rights, can you explain to us, please?
So first thing about the education, if you if you are Jordanian, you get like more of the salary from the government. And if you go to the high school or the university, you will they give me the real money, but the Palestinian it's be the double money if you get the university. طبعا طبعا الرخصة طبعا هم 30 واحنا 100
Okay.
Okay. Miles, are you still with us?
Yes, I'm still here.
Would you like anything to say?
Well, I'm not really sure what to say about the rights. Wasim would certainly know more than that than I do. I do know that I have a few Palestinian friends who their family came here during '48, and even they will say that even with the citizenship and such, that they're still not 100% equal with Jordanians, even when it comes to things like entering a police station. They have to show their ID, or they're not allowed to dress in a certain way. Just it goes from very serious things to such as not having a passport or being able to drive a car, even down to something as silly as you can't wear shorts in a police station or something like that. So it affects them. It affects them in a lot of different ways, I think.
Okay. All right, guys. I have to be totally honest with you. I'm getting very, very passionate about this. I don't want to let it go. I think we need to put a little bit more pressure. I am not. I'm not the kind of person that, and I've already told Siraj this. I'm not the kind of person that waits for mainstream media. I have my own citizen media network. We can do this at any time. My suggestion would be is, we have a lot of topics that need to come up. We did this today, Siraj, to type, get things going, I think we need to have many more of these, seriously. I think we need to have more.
We could talk about the long-term rights and stuff. I'm glad that you're going to have us on the show to talk about it. We can talk about the long-term rights in the long term, like later. Right now, we just need to get rid of that Jordanian police occupation and get those prisoners free. That's what we need to focus on now, I believe.
Okay, so how about we do this? Nobody's been there to get a total count, a confirmed count of how many prisoners are there and what the ages are. I think that would be a great thing to do, is because if there's children there, then that's a problem. And it really needs to be, focused on, and it needs to be addressed. So how about we do this? How about we take a day or two, if it gets any worse, or if it is an emergency, we can do this at a clip of a hat. That's all it takes. The broadcast.
Well, I'll be there tomorrow.
Okay.
I'll be there tomorrow since 12 p.m. and I'll see how many kids they have in there. Like I said, I've had reports of children as young as 8 to 12. They took them, so...
Okay, so
like I said, sometimes the truth is in between what two sides claim, what the Jordanian police claim and what the residents claim. But definitely tomorrow I'll get a tally of who's in there and what age group.
Okay, another...
Definitely is they're youth, they're young. They don't have... they got them in jails equipped for men, grown adults. Not for juveniles, not juvenile detention center. This is the jail for adults.
Sounds like Jordan.
So,
sounds like Jordan is.
And I'll be at the protest, and we'll definitely get better understanding.
Yeah, it sounds like Jordan's being trained by the Israeli people.
Go ahead.
Sounds like the Jordanian people are trying to act like the Israeli people and arrest these little children. Also, a thing too, in just a suggestion from me is that if there are minor children, is to try to find out whether the parents of these children are able to have contact with their children, because they are minors.
Mhm. So Siraj, if
You
you
want to say something?
you
Go
will
ahead,
come
Wasi.
to the Gaza camp tomorrow. So if you want to come to the Gaza camp tomorrow, just give me a call and we will try to ask some people if there are some people are missing, and you will count the number that if we can do that tomorrow.
Yeah, we
That's
can
a
do
thing,
that.
a simple thing you can do.
Yeah, we'll do that. But also, Max Marin, Max is supposed to. I gave him the. Basically came down to who's going to write the article. Me, Miles agreed that Max would. We gave him a shot to write the article. So he already contacted the Jordanian police, and he's gonna contact them. He'll contact them tomorrow more directly. So I'll get the information from the residents, like you, Wasim, and Max will get the information from the police, and then we're gonna meet together and put it all together.
That sounds good.
That is good. That is good. It's really
And
good.
if you all need me in emergency to go live and start putting some of this stuff out as you're getting it, you just let me know and we will be live within seconds. Within
Like
seconds.
again, it's very important that these Palestinian youth, these adolescents, these teenagers, not be punished or reprimanded, because this was a fight that began between Jordanians and Palestinians. The antagonists, the initial antagonists, the Jordanians left. The police came in a type of punish you for making trouble with Jordanian style, cordoned off and blockaded the main streets, and began to rush and shoot rubber bullets and tear gas and live ammunition maybe into the residential neighborhoods, and started to just arrest people that they suspected of participating in these protests. So, I mean, these are youth that are trying to protect their families, trying to protect their neighborhoods, like Wasim said. These are not the typical criminal that steals money out of someone's pocket. No, they are responding to what they perceive and construe as an occupation. Nothing goes in, nothing goes out. From what I gathered, the schools are closed, the shops were closed. I mean, when I went to go teach class, like I do, me, Miles, and Max does every Friday, I had to ask permission from a line of police officers with U.S. military-made weapons, machine guns and whatnot, if I could teach class. That's ridiculous. It is an occupation. You need permission to travel. You can't go to school. You can't go to buy your favorite drink or a pack of cigarettes. And if you're caught at night at the wrong time, they'll suspect you of participating and put you in a car and take you off to jail. This is an occupation. It's ridiculous. It needs to stop. I am almost 100% sure if the Jordanian police had just left the area, many of those kids would have not picked up a single stone and thrown it at them to get them out of their neighborhoods.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, I have bad news, guys. So my battery is getting low, and I think it's. I will leave. Unfortunately, I have necessary to leave. So just for your record, just anything or anything you need, if I can get help, just I will be there. And Suraj, please just give me a call tomorrow if you want came to the camp, and I will be there after the school. Okay? And once it's really pleasure. It's really nice to meet you all, guys, and I'm really glad that I have this conversation with you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
You also, Wasim. If you have Facebook, please go ahead and add me. If you can't, Siraj, give me the link to his Facebook if he has it. That way we can stay in
I'll
collaboration.
give you the link, because Wasim, you never know, Wasim might end up calling you and telling you I'm in jail or something bad's happened to me, but definitely I'm going to give you the link for Facebook, okay?
Okay. Well, you
Wasim, thank you very much. I'll call you and see you tomorrow, brother.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
So
take
have a
care.
nice, have good night. Thank you. You're all welcome, brother. You're all like brother and
Okay.
thank you. شكرا. جزاك الله كل خير كمان.
We love you, Wasim. We love Gaza.
So I
Take care, man. Take care.
Alhamdulillah, we all love you. All love you. Take care, everyone. Have a nice day. Bye.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Okay, Miles and Siraj, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna cut the live so that we can talk a little bit more privately about organizing for future broadcast. We've been
Good.
huh?
Sounds good.
This is Luna Live Media Network. You've been with Luna, Miles Shelley, Siraj Davis, and Wasim. I can't say his last name. Say his last name for me, Siraj, because I want that respect.
Okay, the last name is Wasim Salameh.
Okay. And we've been talking
The
about...
next show, sister, I think the next show will bring Max Marin on. In addition to other refugees, different refugees.
Okay,
so you're going to get more of a perspective. If tomorrow I can find some parents of kids who are in jail, I'm going to bring them on the show so you can talk to them.
That would be great, and we'll be here to do that. But as for now, we're going to cut off of the live onto Luna Live Media, the main website. We are so happy that you've been with us. I know there's quite a few viewers out there, and let's unite together to see what we can do for the Palestinian people. Right now, we need to focus on to the Gaza camp in Jordan. They're really in need of help. If you see different donations or different ways that you can help, please contact Siraj, me, or Miles, or email the Luna Live Media Network, and I will make sure that the emails get directly where they're supposed to do. Thank you for being here with Luna Live Media Network, and we will see you again. Ciao. You all want to say goodbye?
Thanks for having us on, Luna. God bless you. Jazakallah khayr.
Absolutely, it was pretty awesome. Good talk.
Okay. Signing off until later. Yalla.